Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. It's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. Patriots taking on the Miami Dolphins.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Miami Dolphins. With my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we have arrived at another new season. I had a little more pep in my step this morning. Time for a much-needed and much-welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, Week 1. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. So the Dolphins rebuild officially underway, as it is not Ryan Fitzpatrick leading them out here Week 1. It is, in fact, the number 5 overall pick from April, and that is Tua Tagovailoa.
And most people assumed that Ryan Fitzpatrick would get the call here on opening day, and count me among those. I thought that Fitz would have the team while they got Tua Tagovailoa truly healthy and indoctrinated into the NFL, but they decided to go with the youngster out of Alabama right from day one. Beautiful thrower of the football and commands a huddle quite well for a young player.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So pin that one on the rookie right tackle.
Remember those days when the right side was simply the run-blocking side? Now you're doing some of the better pass rushers in the league. It'll make you a little jittery.
A run here with Brown. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He'll get this complete to his running back, Bowden. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Ouch, you thought you had the defensive stand. Roughing the passer wipes it out.
What does every defense talk about? 3 and out, right? Thought they were able to get off the field. Not so.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 44-yard line.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Good work on the scamper by Tagovailoa. It's a 1st down.
He's across midfield with a 48-yard.
Some early fireworks from this rookie quarterback getting the start in Week 1.
And every time a rookie quarterback gets to start Week 1, you and I both know the extra attention that comes with it. We know that he's going to throw the football, but will he make the right decisions? And in this case, with his legs, he showed the defense there's an extra dynamic to his game.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. Now he'll pull it down. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki, but it'll be second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
From the gun, it's Tua. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's 4th down. Sanders' kick is good. And the opening drive for the Dolphins yields 3.
Patriots, nothing.
Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of Week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
So out comes the Patriots offense as they'll get their first shot at things here. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
And what I enjoyed in preparing...
And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
That's a nice run right there, able to get... Many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. He's just got to be thinking, I hope that's not a harbinger of things to come. Very first pass of the afternoon picked.
And where do you go from here? Because when you start that way, do you allow that to seep into you and stay with you the rest of the game? Or do you find a way out of it? We're going to find out.
So Miami coming out for their second drive. But what do you... After the turnover, it's Tua. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. From midfield, here's Tua. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Flush to a hit, and the ball is out. We always always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Back deep for the Patriots, Gunnar Olszewski. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own.
So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. They trail 3-0 after the INT last time led to a field goal, but now another fresh start here, 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. But he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
One of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
1st down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He can't bring it down.
The weight room does work.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Charles, let's get a look at the draft class for this offense. Remember, no first-round picks this year. They traded it away. How much of a detriment is that?
Well, what they're hoping is the reason they traded away that first-round pick, that player, won't be a detriment. He'll be an improvement for their team. And now as you get into the later rounds, in the middle rounds of this draft, that's when your scouting comes to the front. You have to hit on those selections.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Going deep here for Adelman. And that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler Xavier Howard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
They defer to Brown to start the drive. And he'll get this up to the 4 right about there. That's about it. Dante Hightower on to stop. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front. And to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they were just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what 2nd down brings. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Here's Brown. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He's completed 4 passes. This game, the issue is 2 of them. from the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. Well, somehow he was able to sidestep that first tackler, but still hit and taken down behind the line.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
Again, the ball carrier.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Julian Edelman there to make the grab. And the Patriots have taken the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, is to find a way to get over.
Now Adam Vinatieri for the point after. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. 5 plays there on that drive. And it ends with a New England touchdown. Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. Jakeem Grant now to return. Stiff-armed him. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
We remind you lots more to come here in this opening weekend of the Return to Football 2020. Coming up later tonight, it's the national debut at SoFi Stadium in Southern California. The Cowboys and the Rams doing battle there. And then 2 more to finish off the week on Monday Night Football. The Steelers and Giants from MetLife Stadium and the Titans and Broncos from Mile High. And now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Dolphins 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. Brown. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs. Keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
On 2nd down, it's Brown. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Dante Hightower on the stop.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Now a short one to Gesicki. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
To Mike Gesicki. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5. At the Patriots.
They will toss to Brown. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
This defense is really floating around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. instead of fourth down after the incompletion, it'll be first down, roughing the passer.
Coaches love their defenses to be aggressive, but they want them to be smart as well. Have to leave the quarterback alone at a certain point.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
A gain of a yard brings up second and 9.
Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. Buying time to a hit, and the ball is out. And it's picked up by the Patriots. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field, and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because attack the football as much as they attack.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. He's going to fire. He's got it at the 15. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down. Slow to get up. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Pretty effective blitz there to stop the draw play right in its tracks.
And actually, when they blitz, draw play is supposed to work very well. You're supposed to have them bypass the runner, and he slips past them. But they put their eyes in the right place, took away all the creases, and slowed him down in a big way.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to.
And he is in. Touchdown, New England. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Patriots add on to their lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some...
Vinatieri now for the point after. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. And there's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is Jakeem Grant. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Now the man from Kentucky, this is Lynn Bowden. He takes this for 3 to the 29. The Dolphins on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Tua sets up to pass it. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion. What you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for Miami. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. There's the stiff arm. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the Patriots take over. New England trying to get a place on it. And to give this time to the tailback. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And he's going to have a Patriots first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
Well, he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that, but I think that they were right about this one.
And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down.
And 10 at the 34-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. New England on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. He's going to air it out deep for Hogan. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. He's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And this is more of the same right here. These guys have definitely been the aggressors here in the first half. They pushed the envelope in terms of play calls, and that's reflected in the score. And now they're in a position to widen this lead.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. 2nd and 13. Henry's got it out on the left side. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
A 29-yard attempt.
Vinatieri's kick is good, and they will stretch the lead now to 17 to 3.
Dolphins 3.
The made field goal. Here's Adam Vinatieri to kick it away. Here comes Grant on the return. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
On the return. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's had a good chunk of carries. Problem is for very little success. I don't want to put it all on his shoulders, but that's a big reason they're losing right now.
Have to be very careful that he doesn't start pointing fingers. Offensive line obviously trying. The defense has done a nice job against him today. When it's all said and done, it's all about the guy in the mirror. He has to get it done better going forward.
See if he can look and do some soul searching now. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Back to the air on 2nd down, Tagovailoa. And that's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd this snap.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. You've got under a minute to go. You got the good-sized lead. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
And he will find his man. That's Hogan, complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Here we go on 2nd and 12. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. The former Bill, Chris Hogan, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. Just a gain of a yard in what all likelihood will be the final play of the first half. And now Adam Vinatieri. He's into his 40s now. You'd think low to mid-50s, probably about the outside of his range. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll get this started up in Orchard Park, an AFC East matchup with the Jets in town to take on Buffalo. And it's the Jets who are out in front in that one. Frank Gore has a touchdown run. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they currently trail the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. The Eagles looking for the win on the road in Week 1. Finally, we're off to Atlanta. Check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they trail in that ball game to the visiting Seattle Seahawks. Golden Tate, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And he's been effective in their winning, so it makes it a little easier to put a montage together.
It really does, doesn't it? Because we can see him throwing it really well. But how about...
They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. They'll set up to throw. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll have a first down past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
He's going to air it out deep for Hogan. This is caught, and he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Chris Hogan, 57 yards. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And you'd think on 3rd down, they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks. And I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
And that ball traveling 68 yards according to next-gen stats. Vinatieri now to tack on the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting. He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. Tua going to throw. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to the frustration, don't you think?
Yeah, bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Here's Michael Pilardi now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, here's your bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half. And that trend is continuing here.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Now Tua. Escaping the pressure right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. steps away to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Malcolm Butler dialed the corner blitz and earned the sack.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the third quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on for the 5th time here today. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Patriots ready to try again on offense. They're just looking for more of the same. Great first half so far, good second half. And the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Byron Jones in there to make the tackle.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And he'll give it here to his running back. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And right side caught Hogan. It'll be a Patriot 1st down on a pickup of 16.
Look like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They showed off a nice juke of the defender, but the next wave there to bring him down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
This old adage, partner, don't judge the book by its cover, because this guy, he takes a mantra that he'll go down with a brisk gust of wind and sets it on its head. Great effort there to break a tackle and come up with a nice gain.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards and just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And the next-gen stats are going to tell the story, and wow, what a story it is. Nearly a full 23 miles an hour. One of the fastest plays on record, folks.
And he keeps fighting his way into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A great effort there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown of his NFL debut. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. And the bottom line is what he's doing for their lead, he wants to continue.
Vinatieri now for the point after. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So that one an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it was finished off with a 10-yard touchdown scamper. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Taken in the end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
Miami set to take over.
They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
Tua wants to throw it on second down.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Loss of 3 yards.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Here's Tua. That's complete to Lynn Bowden.
That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Take it at the 37. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And that last touchdown drive they had is that balance. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And this is taken in one hand, and what a catch. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Dolphins' 34-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action.
You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
And to give this time to the tailback.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A great play there. Now with his 3rd touchdown in his 1st ever NFL game. And this offense is running away with this one.
And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse. And I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because it absolutely applies.
Vinatieri now to tack on the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the drive there took 6 plays. And the finishing touch was that nice long run into the end zone. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. On first down, Tagovailoa. He gets this one complete to Bowden. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Out to his left. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Good job. That's right, baby. They don't want it. 56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56.
Tua now on first down. He's going to take off with it. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Tua now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Tua once again here on 2nd and 10. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
Zero.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to, and he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags, and I believe this is going to be a first down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Now it's Brown. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Dolphins are in for 6.
That's been a tough day, but they finally were able to get one into the end zone, and maybe the offense will feel a little bit better about itself going into next week.
And if you're a coach taking that into next week, I know you're upset, but it is a little bit more respectable, somewhat of a moral victory, right?
Yeah, they probably won't say a lot of that to the team, but it is true. It's something for them to build on, and then they can call their mom and tell her, hey, Mom, for your fantasy points, we got you a few down the stretch.
And that'll cut the lead down to 28. So that drive in total 8 plays.
And it was Malcolm Brown who ended it with a touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10.
For the first down as they begin the drive. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the 4th quarter. And now can really take some time off the clock. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
New England on 3rd down. They've had plenty of success. 8 conversions, looking for a 9th. This will be 3rd and 5. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 4 yards on the pickup. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Jerome Baker, the Dolphins' leading tackler a season ago, tallies another one. He's going to air it out deep for Hogan. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game.
He's got daylight. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel, 60 yards. And this offense continues to pour it on. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed.
Terry now for the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive 7 plays in length. And it was Sony Michel's touchdown scamper that polished the drive off. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
25-yard line.
The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. First play of the drive, going for 14 and also going for a 1st down. From the gun, it's Tua. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11.
11 on the play. 1st down, Dolphins.
From midfield, here's Tua.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Nice snag by Devontae Parker. While it took him 5 years in the league to have his first 1,000-yard season, he broke out in a big way. The former first-round pick had career highs across the board in 2019. In fact, his touchdown total for the year equaled his career total to date.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
17 yards.
Not only another first down, that also puts him over 100 yards rushing.
That's not something you see very often in the NFL. We see it more in college. But I think with more of the melding of the college game with quarterbacks, we'll see this a little bit more often in the future.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. He's got the first down inside the 10. And down to the 7-yard line. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Malcolm Brown, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Dolphins are in for 6. Now, he's doing his part, but still facing a sizable deficit.
And he would like to do more, but he needs help from the other 2/3, right? He needs his defense to bow up a little bit, and he also needs special teams to maybe create some big plays and help them get back in it.
Sanders on for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to 28. So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards. And it was Malcolm Brown who ended it with a touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
20-yard line.
So the Patriots coming out now. The outcome of this one, we know who's going to win it. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And to give this time to tailback. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
29-yard line. That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michelle.
And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here. 1st and 10. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to help them feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. That good for 19 and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, He's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Patriots, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for Miami, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Buffalo Bills.